So let's try this again. Hopefully I got audio this time. So my phone said it overheat because I have it on the window and it shut off just now. So I don't know if because of that the audio didn't come on the previous live that I deleted, because I was like something wrong with my phone. There's no audio. But can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, please, anyone, before I continue. Can you guys hear me? I want to know if you can hear. Okay, awesome. So the phone shouldn't overheat this time, so should be good. So I was talking about living your best life, and it's like a popular thing that everyone is saying, hashtag living your best life, but we only tend to use it when we see people on vacation, or maybe they buy a new car, or it's like a milestone. But my question to you is, why we can't live our best life every day? Because I think you should strive to live your best life every day. Because a vacation lasts 3 days to a month. Very few people can go on a vacation for a month. You buy a new car, that high is going to come down when you start got to pay for the car. When I buy a new car, is take out a loan for a new car. That's reality, what it really is. So I want to say, like, don't let us use the term living our best life on those events. Let us try to live our best life every day, not when you're on vacation. Like, I mean, I've been living my best life with no money in the bank, no car, living my best life catching the bus, because it's a decision. It's not a destination. It's you choosing to be happy wherever you are. Living your best life, to me, how I understand it, I could be wrong, I understand it is you choose that everything in your life don't have to be perfect, but I'm not going to be miserable because everything is not perfect, and I'm not going to be wait to be happy when I get the house, the husband, the child, the career, the job, when I meet this certain amount of income. No, I think you should live your best life wherever and whatever that is. I lived my best life in a room in a basement. That was the best room in the basement. I lived my best life catching the train. So if life got better, of course, it's going to be to some next level. But I want to encourage you to live your best life wherever you are today, because that's a choice every day. Because if living your best life truly mean having money, having success, well, then we shouldn't have no celebrities that is stronger than drugs because they're not happy and they have millions of dollars, and we be like, you don't understand. Happiness don't mean money, or money don't mean happiness. It's a decision. It's you working through whatever you need to work through so you can feel comfortable with you. And you don't just wake up like that. It do take work, it do take effort. But I want to encourage you guys to live your best life every day, because it is possible. Because that's why when gratitude comes in. When you're grateful for where you are, it's not where you want to be, it's not where you want to stay. But I'm grateful that I have food today. I'm grateful that I'm not homeless. I'm grateful that I got shoes. I mightn't be 20 pair of shoes, or it mightn't be Giuseppe's or Louis Vuitton, but I got shoes. That is awesome. They don't have to be that particular thing for them. You be like, when I got my Louis Vuitton, I'm going to be happy. When I get some Giuseppe's or some Gucci or Coach or whatever that thing is, because everybody got a thing that, they say. I mean, I got a Pinterest. I got a serious Pinterest. I don't know some people might be familiar with Pinterest. And I got all kinds of stuff on my Pinterest board. But me getting those stuff has nothing to do with my happiness. I am happy today. I'm happy yesterday. I'm going to be happy tomorrow. And that doesn't, listen, good things happen and bad things happen. I call it life. And that's just how it is. I say you got to be flexible. And that's where one thing that my yoga comes in. Because being flexible, doing the pose, we're supposed to transfer that to also to life. Being flexible to when stuff come up that we don't understand or we don't think we deserve, and it happened to us anyway, we don't question why, but we figure out a way how to keep pushing forward in spite of everything else, right? Because asking why and getting frustrated, that don't fix your problem. But pushing forward, you probably might get your answer 10 miles down the road, or a year later, or 5 years later. But anyway, going back to my point, strive to be happy. Strive to live your best life every day. Don't wait. Well, because I hear these things all the time and they kind of rub me the wrong way. Sometimes I let it go, and sometimes I'll be like, you shouldn't do that. Like, people be like, oh, when I get married, I'm going to go out to dinner and I'm going to go on vacation. Like, why you got to wait till you get married to go out to dinner? I used to go out to dinner by myself all the time. I don't have to wait. So like, anytime my husband do it with me now, I've been doing that. I know about buying myself flower. I still buy myself flower. He buys me flower. I buy myself because I love fresh flower. Now I'm gonna look for it on a deal, but I still buy myself fresh flower. He buys me flower. I don't wait. Don't wait for these things, because sometimes you marry somebody who don't want to take you to dinner, because that's happening. Or you marry somebody who don't want to go on a vacation with you. So then you ain't gonna never go on a vacation. You ain't gonna never go to dinner. You ain't gonna never go on the beach by yourself. Whatever that thing is you waiting for, when this happened, then I'm gonna be. Because this thing has happened, and then you realize, well, you gotta find happiness where you are. Because that marriage ain't gonna make you happy. Marriage just come with its own sets of challenges, because you gotta figure out this person gotta figure out you. Then I gotta come up with a happy middle. You know, buying a house sounds great, but then you got to pay the mortgage. You got to pay the insurance. You got to pay the property tax. You got to repair it. So it takes away from, oh my God, I'm a homeowner, to, oh shit, that broke. How much is it going to cost me? Because that's the reality of it. So don't wait to have these things, because when these things show up, they show up with their own complications. So please don't wait for anything to be happy. Figure out a way to be happy. Whatever job you have, it's not the ideal job, but figure out a way to be happy. You're getting benefits, you're not getting benefits. You're making a lot of money, you're not making a lot of money. Figure out a way to be happy now. Because, listen, if you ain't happy at 20,000, you ain't going to be happy at 60,000. That's what we're not getting. If you're not happy, if you're living in a room and the room is not clean, when you get the big house, the big house is not going to be clean, and you're still not going to be happy. What we don't understand is that if we're not happy with small, we ain't happy with big. And people are like, oh, when I get this big house, I'm going to keep it organized. No, if you can't organize this little one, you can't organize a big one. If you can't take care of the small car, or whatever car, it might be a hoopty or whatever, you can't take care of that, you're going to do the same thing. You know, I call it the honeymoon phase. When you first get it, so it's probably the first 6 weeks to 4 months. You're going to dust, you're going to, like a new baby, you're going to take extra care, and then so it'll start wearing off. That high, that endorphin, where that you have connection with that particular thing, it starts decreasing, and then it becomes just another thing that you acquired. Hopefully it didn't set you back too much, but don't wait for these things to be, when I get this, then I'm going to be happy. When I get this, then I'm going to be living my best life, because I kind of get annoyed when people say I'm living my best life. I'd be like, no, I've been living my best life for many, many years. I've been living my best life when I didn't have Facebook. I've been taking pictures as crazy. I have, I don't got thousands. I literally have thousands of pictures from way back, 09, 07, 06. I always like taking pictures. Now I choose to post some because it's just a fraction I'll post. I don't post everything. People gotta understand that regardless of how much you see some people post, it's never their whole life. You choose what and where you gonna post. This is what people don't understand. You have to understand that nobody, even the reality shows, is not reality, right? I'm not going anywhere, so you want my parking spot. Reality shows is not reality, right? So you got to understand what people are showing you is what they choose to show you. That snippet that I'm happy. And another thing that I wish we would say is like, I buy a house. No, you didn't buy a house. You mortgage a house. I mortgage a house. You lease a car. Say you, because people sometimes we don't analyze. Well, when somebody said they buy a house, when somebody tell me to buy a house, I actually be like I said, I'm happy for them in that regard, that they could build wealth and get equity, hopefully. But the stress, home ownership has stress. It has it's pros and cons to it. So there's a downside to it, because you might not have enough free money as you used to have. You might have more complications. If you buy a car, you didn't buy a car because unless you went and spent 10, 15 G's, you bought a car. Most people, they lease a car or they take out a loan for the car. Because why we don't understand that? Like that person didn't buy the BMX 5 or the G-Wagon. They're leasing it or they're making monthly payments. Now, yeah, I might take out a car to impress you, and then I got 60 months of payments to cover. You kind of screw yourself just to pretend this nice picture. But that's not my problem. It's not here or there. But I'm saying you have to understand that what things really are. That means you got to analyze it. Don't just see, don't be a monkey see, monkey do. You see that person get a nice car. Ooh, I want a nice car too. Because you don't know what kind of sacrifice. And some people do sacrifice for what they want. That means they mightn't go out to eat, or there's always trade-off. That's it. There's always trade-off. Even in economics, they teach you there's always trade-off. It's either guns or butter. If you're going to do a lot of guns, we got to do less butter. If you're going to do a lot of butter, we can do less guns. You can never have it, well, I want 100,000 guns and I want 100,000 butter, because if your capacity is maybe 150,000, you're 50,000 over, right? Or where you could produce. So you got to understand, when you see somebody got some, maybe they can afford it and maybe they can't, but that's not your problem. You should only be concerned with your household. Be concerned with what's going on with you. What is your goals? And accomplish that. Do that. What I want for me, I don't care about. Listen, when I tell you I don't care about what people do, I don't care. It doesn't. This is what I tell anybody that knows. As long as it don't spill on me, I have no problem with you do. When I say don't spill on me, when you don't do your stuff, don't come and harass me. Don't ask me for ish, because I live my life to maintain. I don't ask you for ish. You don't ask me for ish. I ain't got until I don't lend. There's very, very few people that, God forbid something happen, I'd be like, hell yeah, I got their back. But the list is very, very small, because everybody has their life to live, and I'm not going to tell anyone how to live their life. And you could say it. I ain't listening. I've been hard ears forever. My whole family, she don't listen, because I always have, and that's another thing too. You have to develop your intuition. Your intuition tells you what you need to do. Sometimes we don't listen to it, and at most time when we don't listen to it, we get in trouble. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. But you have to be quiet enough to know, where is it guiding you? Should I go left? Should I go right? Even when it's unpopular, listen to your intuition, because, and especially women, we have really, really strong intuition. If you listen to it, if you tap into it, if you're in tune with it, man, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Regardless of what anybody else think or say, you can't go wrong if you listen to your intuition. So you listen to your intuition. What's best for you? Always. What is best for me and my household? That should be your goal, nothing else. I always said, the horses got on the blinders so they can't look left nor right. It's just straight ahead. Just be straight ahead. Be intense. Be intentional about your life, because life don't just fall into place. Very few people would be like, man, they made some wrong turns, but it still work out right. Most of the time when we make a wrong turn, it takes us a couple of years to recover from it. So you don't want to do that, where you got to spend an X amount of years just to undo what you did. So pay attention. Be mindful of these craze get annoyed ish out of me. Like, when last year it was relationship goals, and then some of the relationship that was the goals, I was like, if that is your goal, keep your goal. It's not being judged, but because some of these relationship is mostly celebrity relationship, and I'll be like, why would that be your relationship goal? Like, pick somebody else, man. Like, we could do a lot better than some of these celebrities who would be like, relationship goal. No, I don't want those relationships because it takes a lot. I mean, Jay-Z and Beyonce, I like both of them, but I don't want they're not my relationship goals. I don't know. Will and Jada, they're not my relationship goals. Everybody's relationship is complicated and it works for them. So how are they your relationship goals? But yeah, we grab onto these things like relationship goals. Oh, hashtag living your best life. Like what that means. You live your best life every day. You live your best life with a weave, with no weave, with hit nails, no nails, with a butt, no butt. It don't matter. You skinny, you overweight, you live your best life. It's not when I'm this weight, with this hair, this eye color. No, that's not what it is. Because look, all the celebrities, look, Nicki Minaj, she reduced her butt. I'm not sure, but I know for sure K. Michelle reducing her butt. It's actually getting her sick. Hopefully don't kill her after doing that butt, whatever she did. You know, it's like, because they're trying to get happy. If I look like this, everybody's going to like me. I'm going to feel good. Is it working out? So it's like, take these people as example. Is it working out for them? If it didn't work out for them, why you think it's going to work out for you? So I would say don't try it. You know, like, do what's best for you. If you think that's what's best for you, well, go right ahead. But I can only say do what you think is best for you. And that's why, for make the best decision, we have to get good information. To be able to make good decision, we have to get good information. Know who's your source. Where you getting your information from? Is these people credible? You know, if somebody advising you or something, not every time that person has to experience something to advise you on it. I don't think so. But that plays a big role. That person walked that walk before. Sometimes that is important. It depends on what it is. If it weighs the importance or not. Because just like you go to a dentist to do surgery on you, it's the same thing is true with your life. Watch who you're taking advice from, because you end up on and sometimes people don't got your best interest at heart. They could just be malicious, or sometimes they could give you bad information, but they didn't know it's bad information, you know. So be careful and live your best life every day, because it's possible. It's you choosing. Today is going to be a great day. Even if you miss the train, you hit all red lights, it's still a great day. It's you choosing. Today's still a great day. I'm alive. My children is happy. They're healthy. They got a roof over their head. You know, be in a spirit of gratitude. Be grateful for what you do have. Don't worry about what you ain't got. It's coming. Be grateful for what you do have. And you got to, check your mindset. Are you learning? Are you watching anything to grow? Successful people always improving. I don't name any millionaire, any celebrity, they're always improving. Are you improving your life? Are you reading any books? And are you watching any television show that is going to add value to you? Because you got to mix it. We need entertainment, but we also need education. So we can't just watch entertainment all day, or else you ain't going to go nowhere. You have to improve where you know. If you only know 5 things, right, you should try to know 6. And keep going, because that's what millionaires educated. When I say educated, I don't mean degrees, because degrees to me don't mean educated. I come across some people who had a lot of degrees and has no common sense. I'm talking about in your business, in your life. Are you educating yourself in what you should do? Before you go and do stuff. If you got credit problems, are you educating yourself how to maintain credit? Because there's lots of information out there that some is good, some is bad. If you're going to buy a house, are you educating yourself on what's a good loan, what kind of loan you should get, what kind of loan you actually qualify for, what kind of interest rate you qualify for? Are there any programs? It's not just, I'm going to buy a house, boom, and you sign a contract and then you screw yourself. Because remember, a house is 30. If you're in New York, it's 30 or 40 year mortgage. If you're out in New York, you could possibly do a 15 year. But in New York, it's 30 or 40 years. You're locking yourself into 30 or 40 years of payment. You want to make sure you're doing this thing right, or else you're going to be screwed. When you could have take some time before you don't wait till anything. Take some time if you got time now. If it's one day a month, it's still something. If it's an hour a week, it's something. You have to grow. You can't, if you come from Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, It doesn't matter where you come from. You got to realize when we were there, we had limited information, and we had it wasn't this complex. America is very complex. It's like a Rubik's Cube. It's so many moving parts that you got to twist and turn, and hopefully you end up with all green, all yellow, all blue. It's so many things to this thing. So we have to spend time and invest in us to make sure we're doing the right things and make sure we're pouring into ourselves. So sometimes, especially us women, we pour into everybody and we left us like, you thirsty. Nothing is left for you. The cup is empty. We got to pour into us too. We got to make sure we're good. Give from a full tank, not an empty tank. Replenish yourself. You'll be like, well, it's selfish. It's not selfish. We got to unlearn a lot of things. I love my grandmother and mother and aunties to death. I love them, but a lot of things they pass on to me, I have been unlearning because they pass on what they taught at that time was good. Since I have realized that some of these things is not good for me. So you got to realize, what did your family give you that is not good for you? It's not like they had bad intentions. It's just that they had limited information. So if they had limited information, they're going to give you something that is limited. They can't give you something that they didn't have access to, right? So we this generation, especially if you're living in North America, it doesn't matter where you live in actually, because Guyana has internet, Jamaica has internet, Trinidad, you call it, you name it, they have internet. So it really don't matter where you live in, unless they're going to restrict. I know some country they restrict you from getting access to certain things like certain YouTube programs and stuff, but you could get information and learn. We gotta learn, no more. This being ignorant is no longer acceptable, because you're gonna be taken advantage of. You're gonna work hard and you don't know what happened. You wake up and you're 7 years like, okay, it's time to retire, and I've been working for 50, 60 years and I have nothing to show. There's too many people's story. It'll be a shame if that be your story too. If that was your grandmother's story or your great grandmother's story, it shouldn't be your story. You should be able to retire comfortably, or whatever that thing is you want to do. Research it, learn. Like YouTube, some stuff. There's so many things on YouTube. There's so many workshop places are offering. 311 in New York is a really good information. So I used to call them all the time if I'm stuck, I'm wondering about something. 311, because they have all the programs in 311, or a lot. At least that has been my experience. Call 311, ask them whatever's that question you need, whether it be free or paid. Ask. There's a lot of free programs out there that companies are donating and giving grants because they want people to be educated in that particular area that you might be looking for. But a lot of times these money get pulled back because you need a certain number and you don't have the participation from the community. So they cancel the grant. They're like, okay, refund us back the money. I know a lot of times that's the problem, because if you don't hit your target, the grant get canceled. So come on, we could do so much better. I understand. I know we have to work, and I know we got the kids, and we got to cook, and we got to clean, we got to do the laundry, but we got to spend time on us, building us, educating yourself, be outside of school. It has nothing to do with school. Understanding you. Some of us don't even understand us. Like, you don't even know. You're not even in tune with your body. You're not in tune with what's going on. How can you live in society and you don't know what's going on? You can't do that. That is not fruitful. Like, how can you do that? You have kids and you don't know what's going on. You're sending your kids to a school and you never even check the time. Where's the school ratings? Is this school doing good? Is this school doing my kid justice? Or is it just a school of convenience because it's close by and you could just drop the kids there? Because we have to pay attention to this. Suppose you don't know if you have a gifted kid and they're in a school that is not performing. That kid is not going to be able to live to their full potential. So it's like life is so complicated. It's a lot of moving parts, but we have to start somewhere and figure out. We got to start somewhere to be able to get to where we want to be. So my advice to you would be, let's start somewhere so we can get to where we want to be. Because I want y'all to be great. It's like, There's no fun. Listen now, Landy's gonna be good. Landy's already good, and Landy's gonna be even better. But I don't want. It's no fun being alone. Where you can do something and it's just you. I want my people, my community. I don't have to know you from. I don't wish nobody bad. I don't have to know you, or we had to grow up together for me to want to see you thrive and survive, and not survive, thrive and be successful. I want anybody to be successful. Everybody. If it's possible, and I think it is possible for everybody to be successful, because that is another word that is relative. Because what success looks like for me, success might be different to you. Some people will I get a house and a car, they're good. They're like, I'm happy. Somebody might want more, might want 2 houses, a car, and be able to take a trip every 2 years. Success is another relative term. It looks differently for everyone. So whatever that thing is for you, I want that for you, but I can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself, right? So work on improving yourself. Don't be like, I don't know, and that's it. You don't know, but then go and find out. Go and find out that thing you don't know. Stick on it till you learn it. Pay attention. Because if you say you don't know, for me, if something comes up, like I need to learn it, or I said I want to get more information or something, then your ears would be, because you didn't just say, well, I don't know, and you push it aside and you let it be. You're like, I don't know, I'm going to check into it. And then you'll hear something on the news or the radio, or you'll overhear a conversation, and you start gathering information. Because I'm always gathering information, and then when I'm ready now, I'll go through that process. Okay, is this a credible source? Is this credible information? I would fact check it. There's places you can, call the company itself. I'll call a company 2-3 times because sometimes you call one time, you don't always get the accurate information. So I'll call a company 2-3 times to get different representatives. Because every time you learn something else, somebody else might be willing to give more information, or from a different perspective or a different direction. So there's nothing we can do. We got Google, we got YouTube, and we got smartphones. Everybody's phone got data. We got no excuse. We have no excuse that not to be great. We really don't. And I get so many programs free. Now I'm a place that most time when I go in a program, I have to pay, because I already maxed out on all my free programs. So for the longest, I've been paying, because you need the next level. They only offer this much free, but I'm good on the free stuff. I have to pay wherever I go, and I have to pay whichever program I'm going. I have to pay, because I need the next level, the thing that's going to take me to the next level and the next level, and it's not free. But you got to be willing to invest in yourself. But if you're not there to invest in yourself, you can't afford it right now financially, because I understand that. They have plenty of programs. Trump University was one place that I wanted to go, but I couldn't afford it. But you see, that ended up being for my benefit, because I thought he was this successful billionaire when I went to his seminar. 04 or 2, 04 or 3. So yeah, early on. And I thought, this dude, if I go to his school, I would learn how to flip house, like legit. Because I liked the other people, but I thought he was legit. No, he turned out to be the biggest hoax, but I didn't do it because I couldn't afford it at that time. But then that ended up being a benefit, because it would have been just a waste of my money. And it was a lot of money. I don't remember how much he was charging, but it was a lot of money. But I did programs what I could afford at that time, and I did a lot of free programs back then. It was free, and I had the day off, or I could have switched with somebody. I'm there. I didn't use excuses, so when opportunity came, I was prepared. Some of these things I did, I had no clue what I'm going to use it for. So now we feel like we have to know everything. We got to know A, B, C, D, E. Like, what if I go to that program, what am I going to use it for? I ain't interested in real estate, or I ain't interested in selling car. You never know. You never know. Life is, where you think it is never what you think it is. So, turn on the AC. What you think it is, it's never that. So, when you thinking I heading straight, no, you gotta make 4 left, 3 right, and then go straight again and some more left. We think it's gonna be this straight shot. So if you have the opportunity to, don't waste and squander opportunity. We do that too often. We waste and squander opportunity. It comes and we do nothing with it. And then when we want it, we got to pay for it. It costs us. Sometimes it costs us monetary. Sometimes it costs us our time. It costs us because your time is valuable. You could be doing something else. So don't squander opportunity. When an opportunity comes, make the best possible use out of it. That's what I always talk about, understanding the season of your life. What are you in? Are you in a sowing season? Are you plowing the land? Or are you putting in seeds? Or are you watering the plants? Or are you in a harvesting season? Understand the season you're in. That's something I understand a very, very long time ago. I can tell you there has been a season in my life that I didn't take advantage of. Maybe I could admit to say I didn't maximize a season the way to the full potential. But that season didn't come for nothing. I use every season because I'm always mindful. Okay, what is this season you're in, Yolandi? I'm always checking in and looking around and thinking and seeing what is really going on in my life and what I should be doing at this time. And we have to do that. Because you're going to miss seasons. Though, if you're in a season for plow the land and you're thinking you should be harvesting, you're going to be miserable. Because you're looking for these things to come in when you're supposed to now plow in the land to put down seeds because maybe it's fall. Because like fall, they plant a lot of stuff depending on what it is. Or it's springtime. Then, summertime is spring and summer is mostly harvest time. But you got to understand what season you're in. That's just a term I use, but you gotta understand what season your life is in. Is it a season for you to go do stuff? Or is it a season for you to chill? Stock up on your information, stock your money up, stock it, get information, and then go make a move? You gotta understand what season your life is in. Like, who's gonna know that better than you waiting for the prophet to come and prophesy what season your life is in? You don't need a prophet to come and prophesy what season your life is in. If you're in tune with your life, you know exactly what season your life is in. No, it's if you want to accept it or not. But and then I know sometimes when you don't plant the seed and you watering the plant, I don't know what maintenance time, I don't know. But sometimes that could be very frustrating. That frustrated the ish out of me because you already plow the land, you already sow the seed. Now you're watering it, you're pulling out the weeds, and that means you're just maintaining. You mightn't say, well, I'm not growing, I'm not doing anything. But if that's the season you're in, understand that season is going to change. Harvest is going to come. But when harvest come, are you ready to harvest? Because sometimes harvest show up and we're not ready to harvest. And what happened? If you think about it, if you have a fruit tree and it's time to harvest, you don't need it, or you don't have enough hands to pick it, or you don't have if you pick it, like what I'm gonna do with it now, it's gonna sit there in the tub, and it's gonna sit there in the tub. Sure, I'll hit me up in my message. I'm in New York for another couple of days, then I'm out. Then everybody's gonna be like, I must commend some of you have been reaching out and we've been meeting. So, but I don't force nobody. But yeah, if let's say you pick cherries and you like, oh, cherry coming season. Cherry coming season, the tree full. You pick it, you got a big old tub. And then you're like, what am I doing with this cherry? Versus, when cherry come, I'm making jam, I'm making juice. So you know what to do with that thing when it comes. So when you harvest come, it's not hanging around. It already has a name. It know exactly what it needs. You know what you need to do with it. I'm making cherry preserve and I'm making cherry juice. I think they make cherry cheese too. My grandma used to make cherry cheese. I don't remember. I know she make guava cheese, but maybe cherry cheese. Might be trying something new. So you have to know what season your life is in and be prepared for that season. I would get frustrated when I don't see growth in my life, but I understand, like, okay, Yolanda, you're in the maintenance season. You could only maintain, but in this time, maintain and stack more information. Educate yourself on the thing you might want to do next, and then if something stumbled my way, I'll still take the opportunity. anybody contact me with a business opportunity, I always give them that time. Why? You never know which one is gonna be like, this could be for me. And don't be afraid. I'll say no, or not this time, or whatever. But some people like, soon somebody says sales, or somebody, like I used to do Mary Kay. When you're recruiting people, they'd be like, oh, I don't like sell. Oh my God. Okay, you don't like sell. It's a trade-off. You don't like sell. Well, maybe you might be good at something else. And then some of these same people would sell for me. Low network recording. Some of these same people would sell for me and be like, they don't like sell, but you'll sell for me, but you don't want to sell for yourself. Man, we just got to understand what's going on. Pay attention to your life before it's too late and you seriously screw it up. And then what you're going to do? Anyway, let me go. I'm going to get me some stuff. I need curry to take home. I got at 2 o'clock. I got it's an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm going to Chef Choice. I think Chef Choice or Bazaar. And get me some curry. I need curry and a few other things to take home. Because of course I don't get that in El Paso. Yes, I'm still in New York. I'm still in New York till early next week and I'm out. And I'm homesick too, but it is what it is, right? Everything is a trade-off. I forgot, yesterday I took the train and I was on the bus and I almost cried yesterday. I was happy. I had a good day. We went to the View and my cousins went to eat lunch. Then we coming back home because I was like, I'm not driving to Manhattan. I'm not doing that. But I forgot, sometimes it's good to come back and reconnect. I forgot the process of the train and the kids on the train and the kids on the bus tight and there's no space and the babies. Like, I never been through that with my son. My son born in Colorado. He has a different life. He don't know, he comes and spend a week or two and leave. But I was like, oh my God. It remind me of, be grateful. It's not perfect, but life is beautiful. Be grateful. I'm always grateful, but man, yesterday was just tough. It was just tough. It's in recording. But anyway, I love you guys, and I just want y'all to be better, do better, because we are great people, But just that we don't understand our worth. We don't understand what we need to be doing. And time is of the essence. Especially if you're in your harvest season or your harvest season is coming, connecting available. You don't want to squander that. So know what season your life is in. Spend some time with yourself, some quiet time with no TV. Some people meditate. It scares them. So I don't want to scare you, but just sit by yourself for a little. Write out some stuff what you want for your life. The year is almost over. How did the year go? Did it go how you want it to go? My year was quite eventful. It sure didn't go how I wanted to go. But I give thanks. I give thanks anyway, right? Give thanks anyway. Be grateful, because it's not what I want it to be, but it's not in somebody else's life. Because some people would gladly trade my situation for theirs. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Peace.